Often when students come into the classroom, they're really struggling just with the language. They're doing their best with nouns and verbs and adjectives and trying to make sense of English itself. When we get beyond the beginning level, we want to push students so that they're really understanding what they read or what they listen to, and seeing the connections and seeing how that relates to other things, to similar kinds of things, so that we want them to be able to analyze what they read, to compare it and contrast it with other ideas, and to be able to evaluate it. Is this a reliable source? Is this just somebody's opinion? And so on. So the secret, I think, is to craft activities and assignments that are going to require students to do those things. My favorite reading was called I Hate Machines. And it was in the unit where we were talking about, is it better to do things yourself or to have someone else do them? And this was a reading in which the writer expressed her frustrations with machines in trying to get it was a computer line installed and calling up one of those automated response telephone answering trees and just getting buried and it taking forever to get anything done. And then on another occasion going to the grocery store and trying to use I don't even know what you call them, like an automatic checkout counter where you're supposed to put your bags in the groceries and it weighs them and so on. And she had a real disagreement with that automatic checkout machine. That was pretty funny. My favorite unit question was, I think it's in chapter 9, does everyone really need math? When we were writing the book, we really wanted to be sure that we included some material about math and science, which is often ignored in English language textbooks. So we included a chapter with math as the general subject. And one reading addresses that question from the point of view of some tribes, very remote tribes, who don't use numbers at all. I mean, they don't even count, and yet they manage somehow to get by in daily life. And then the other reading approached this from the perspective of someone who's had a great deal of struggles with math in his life, and that was actually me. So that was kind of fun to write about my own experiences. And it turns out that you do need math, at least to live in modern society, but then again, maybe you don't. So